Good morning and welcome back to an amazing new episode of Sips Before Coffee, first of the English calendar, January 1st, new year. And we're going to get right into a new mimer and a new parsha. It's Parsha Shemos, at the beginning of the second book of the Torah. So here we go. This mimer is on the Haftorah from this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion talks about, it's a prophecy from Jeremiah, talking about the times of Moshiach, the ups, the downs, all types of stuff. And it starts up with a verse at Pasuk, Haboim Yashush Yacov Yisroel Umalu Pnei Tevel Tenuva, which means in the days to come, Yacov will plant, he'll root. Yisroel, the Jews will bud and blossom. And they'll fill the face of earth with fruit. They'll be fruitful. So this is the opening verse. This mimer was said Chaf Hey Tevis in Tufshin Lamed in 1970. And this is the opening to this week's Haftorah. Now, the Alter Rebbe in Torah has a mimer on the same Divrei Maskim, the same pasuk, on the same verse. And even Medayik was that Murazaking, and the Alter Rebbe points out over there in Torah the Tzarich L'havin Hashach B'chinas Hashasha L'Biyas Mitzrayim. We have to understand the connection between the rooting and the coming to Mitzrayim. So he says, "Ulahayir shakavana bepashtus he shaydei gal tzayim nisrabu yisrael." Seemingly, the simple understanding is that since the Jews went to Mitzrayim, they multiplied, they became very fruitful and multiplied. If they went into Egypt with just 70 people, and now Hashem made them like the stars of the heavens. They're so much. Remember my brother-in-law telling me how he went up to Canada somewhere, some park over there, and in Canada at night in that park, you saw just tremendous amount of stars. The view here, even in Florida where it might be darker than New York from all the lights, you'd see only a few stars. Over there, it just the whole sky was lit up. It was absolutely fascinating, told me. And I looked up some pictures of that park. I don't remember what the park is. It's a big national park in Canada. And it was gorgeous. That is also in the beginning of the parsha, that the Jewish people, it says in the beginning of this week's parsha, that the Jewish people multiplied. They really had a lot of kids. It says that they were having 6 kids at a time. The time of Mitzrayim, it was tremendous growth in the Jewish people. The Rebbe says, but nonetheless, this requires explanation. So here we're going to go into the 2 questions that this mimer that the Rebbe presents us with over here to help us understand this verse. Number 1, what's the reason why that it's through the plant? What's the connection of the Jews blossoming and budding? That this is specifically through the exile of Egypt, right? Dafka. That's number 1. So question number 1, just to summarize, again, is why? What is the connection? Not why, but what is the connection between the Jews blossoming and budding in Egypt, that it's specifically connected to it having to be in Egypt? What's the connection? Okay, that's question one. So this that it says, the Jews habayim yash Yaakov, that Yaakov planted, right? In the time of Moshiach, they'll be planted. The Jews will be planted. Shem Yaakov Dafka. Why specifically was the name Yaakov? Yaakov has two names, Yaakov and Yisroel. So, and and we're going to say shortly, but they represent different aspects. So why was the name Yaakov used and not Yisroel? Right? Remember, he fought with the angel, and the angel then said, from now on, your name is going to be Yisroel, not Yaakov. And in fact, we're called Bnei Yisroel. We're not called Bnei Yaakov normally. We're called Bnei Yisroel. We're the children of Yisroel. So why over here in this verse is it referring to and using the name Yaakov and not Yisroel? Because Kabbalistically, for sure, and even probably according to Nigla, the revealed parts of Torah, the name Yaakov Yisroel represent the Jews in different light. Yaakov, and okay, we're going to talk about that here. Shemizeh, move on from this. One says sheyesh ilui biyuchad b'Yaakov dafka. So from this that uses the name Yaakov, there's obviously some greatness in using in this expression Yaakov versus Yisroel. So what is it? That's the second question. So those are the two questions of the Mamar. The rest is going to just explain this question, but those are the two questions. Especially when it's brought in Torah, that Beriah Yisrael, your creator Yaakov, Yetzira Yisrael, and the one who formed you, Yisrael. Should be Yaakov Mamar Beriah, Yisrael Mamar Yetzira. The higher world of Beriah, formation of creation, is associated with Yaakov, and Yisrael with Yaakov, and Yisrael over here, at least in this verse, right, is associated with Yetzira, which is formation. So first comes creation, then comes formation. The higher world is Beriah, the lower world is Yetzira. So it should have been the opposite way. Because we know that the level of Yisrael is actually a higher level than Yaakov. The level of Yaakov is actually a low level. Where's the name Yaakov come from? The term, it was when he was holding on to the heel of his brother Esav when they were being born. We said that. Because in the name Yaakov, there is existence of Esav. Esav exists. Not only that, he's holding on to his heel, the lowest part of Esav. Till the time when you can even have the idea of Yakveni. It's like there's a term. I don't know if it's a nice term. I don't think it's a nice term. I've never used it, but they say there's this famous term though. He Jewed me. Right? The meaning is derogatory. It's that the guy screwed me. Right? And this is the same idea. V'akveni zep hamayim is like he swindled me twice. He stole from me twice. That's what it means in the verse. He says that to his father. Esav says that when Yaakov stole the firstborn rights from his brother Esav, Esav replies to his father, he stole from me already twice. Why? The first one was when Esav sold the firstborn rights to Yaakov, so it actually belonged to Yaakov. And the second time was when he actually came to get the blessings. So his father was actually happy at that point because he realized he didn't steal it; it belonged to him. But that's what Esav said. So we see that it's a low name, Yaakov. We see that the name Yisrael is quite the contrary. It's that he fought with he fought with an angel and he won him. Gam Misari Shel Esav, that he's higher, that Yisrael, that Yaakov is higher, the name Yisrael is higher than even the angel, the archangel of Esav. Okay. So Beriah, so that's one aspect of Yisrael versus Yaakov. So we see that Yisrael is higher. Yetzira. Now, we said that it says that Beriah is Yaakov and Yetzira is Yisrael, which is, we just said it should be the opposite way. So Beriah Yetzira, we know that Beriah is the higher level. We know that in the world of Beriah, all it is forming things, or it changes one form to another form. You have this even by the lower, by other creatures. On the other hand, Beriah, creation, is ex nihilo, is something from nothing. That's what happens in Beriah. It's not by every type, every creation like that. Only by Hashem, only by the essence of Hashem. That its existence comes from the essence, the atzmus. Only Hashem, only God can create something from nothing. Especially the way things are set in the world. That the world of Beriah is way, way beyond the world of Yetzira in levels. It says, create light and create darkness. Form light, Beriah, and create darkness. That the world of Yetzira, which is a world of revelation, things come into form, things come to a revealed state where we see things. Like Shemos is called light. And the world of creation, which is a world of concealment, you don't see what's there. That's called darkness. This is the concept of concealment, which is higher than revelation. Okay, so obviously there's different levels of darkness and light because you have it flipped around the other way around, right? In the world of Asiya, it's a world of total darkness, but that's not because of the revelation. That's because of it's so dark that you can't see anything in a different context. Here, the context is it's so dark because it's not revealed, and it's so high and so great. Nonetheless, back to the point of the Mamar. Nonetheless, it says Beriah Yaakov, your creator Yaakov. When over here it says that Yaakov, that planting Yaakov, it says specifically Yaakov. So this is the two questions of the Mamar and a little explanation. God willing, we'll continue on and we'll complete this Mamar because it's a longer Mamar than usual. I think a little bit, and we will have much success in doing so. May you have an amazing, terrific, fantastic day. Chaim Uvracha. Thank you for watching.